Studying for the VCE has been a bumpy ride for the class of 2021.
Every single semester of VCE, we've been in lockdown at some point.
After 5 rounds of remote learning, Year 12 student Ruth Quinn is struggling to stay motivated out of the classroom.
I think with the shorter lockdowns, it's kind of harder because there's less time to settle in with it.
Others have found the experience exhausting.
It's hard to find that motivation when you're sitting in your bedroom, the 4 blank walls, and just staring at a screen all day. Last year's class took it tough. The Year 12s took it tough, but our class of 2021 has taken it even tougher because we've had that difficult year last year, another difficult year this year.
The general assessment test known as the GAT has been pushed back to August, and like the class of 2020, this year's graduates will be eligible for special consideration on their final assessments. But there are calls for a reduction to the amount of content in the curriculum.
That's what happened last year, and it was definitely a really big help.
But it's not just students under the pump. A Victorian Education Union survey shows, on average, teachers are doing 16.5 hours of unpaid overtime every week.
Working 9 to 3 has never, ever been anything that I've been able to do.
And report writing is one of the biggest contributors to unpaid work. It's a process that takes teacher Rebecca Fuchs weeks to complete.
The 9 to 3 and the 16 weeks of school holidays, any teacher will tell you is just, it's out there with the Loch Ness Monster. It's just not happening.
Report writing really highlights how much work is done outside of school, but we have a workload problem for teachers, principals and support staff across the board.
The Department of Education declined to comment as it's currently in negotiations with the union over the new enterprise bargaining agreement. But the Premier says he's confident an agreement can be reached on teacher pay while maintaining funding for hiring more staff and building more schools. Dana Morse, ABC News, Melbourne.